Oh, hey. Oh, here we are. We are pack rafting, obviously, because I just showed you a whole bunch of clips of me pack rafting in. But anyhow, we're doing an overnighter. We're on the court wall. We're going to be doing tarp camping. We'll probably build a bed like we usually do if there's enough wood. Temperatures, the high is 23, the low is 12. That's in Fahrenheit. So it's going to be pretty cold. This is actually the coldest I think I've ever pack rafted in. And it wasn't too bad. I was pretty warm on the way in except for maybe my toes. So I also have a treat for us. I got 5 tips for staying warm, and 2 of them I'm sure you've never thought of before. I worked really hard on this. Also, per usual, first things first. Only this time it's Justin's peanut butter pieces. Get them in your mouth. Anyways, I'm gonna chew on some of these real quick and then we're gonna set up camp. This looks like a great place to set up tarps, so I'm gonna get that out, get it set up, and then we'll get a bed made. Well, this is a cool little shelter. I've never built one like this. I kind of got a little bit lower on the point here, and I tied it off a little bit further back than one of the corners, so I can lay that corner down and kind of block from the wind coming in this way. And I could do the same thing over here if I needed to and like pull it down if it gets windy from this side, but I don't think it will. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Let's get a bed set up in here and we'll get firewood after that. All right, so I told you guys I had 5 tips for staying warm. So here is the first tip. The first tip is to stay home. Stay home. Nobody wants to stay home that likes camping. Why would that even be number 1? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever fucking. Stupid. Who even wrote that? Fired. Immediately fired. Not today, not tomorrow, right now. Fired. Let's just stay home, huh? Of course, it's nice and warm at home. You can't have fun at home, not like this. Look at this. Doesn't even make sense. No one wants to stay home and like we can come out here. Anyways, I was walking around, I saw this piece of deadwood, standing deadwood, and I hardly ever find standing deadwood on my own. So we're gonna chop it down. That was really close to the camera. Woo! All right, I'm pretty exhausted, but I got to keep moving on. I got 2 more hours until daylight is gone. And what I've done so far is I got the 40 minutes that I've been pulling wood and cutting it down. I pulled a whole bunch of wood out onto the gravel bar. So at least if I can't get that wood pulled down here because I just don't have enough energy right now, at least it'll be easily accessible at night and I'm not roaming through the woods with my headlamp on, tripping over stuff. But yeah, I think things are coming together. I'm looking pretty good. I did get a late start today. My alarm didn't go off, so I'm kind of feeling rushed a little bit, but it's all good. I'm choking on something. I'm gonna get something to eat, something to drink, and then I'm gonna get back to processing wood. All right, tip number 2 is a 2-parter. It's hot water bottle and hot hands. So with hot hands, they come in all different types. They have ones for your pockets, they have ones for your shoes. They even make body warmers. I don't know if you knew that, but you can like take those and put them on your belly or on your back, and they have like some sticky adhesive that you can put on there so they'll stay. Those are amazing. What I like to do is take the ones for your hands and stick them in my back pockets before I go to bed, and it keeps my butt warm because my quilt can be a little bit drafty sometimes, or sleeping on the ground can be a little bit cold, and that helps out tremendously. The other thing is boil some water. Bring an extra water bottle with you and put that boiling water in that bottle and then take it with you to bed. When you put it inside that sleeping bag with you, it's going to keep the temperature there nice and cozy, and you'll stay warm all night. Okay, I'm looking for something to start a fire with, and I think these dried up weeds that are on the side of the shore are pretty good to do that with. I've never started a fire with these before, but we'll see what we can do with them. Usually what I do is I find roots that are, these roots that are on the shore usually here in Missouri along the creeks and the rivers, and they're great for starting fires. Last few times I've been using those, but what I'm going to do with this is, it'll be hard just to light this with the ferro rod as is. But what you can do is take it, put it in a wad like this, and kind of move it back and forth and get those fibers exposed, and those will light real easy. So we're going to test that out and see if that'll work for us. Well, I'm not having much luck. I've grinded these stems and stuff up as much as I can, almost to like a powder. And I'm just not getting the ferro rod to light it. I think maybe they might be saturated a little bit from yesterday. It did rain all day yesterday. It was like a light mist up north where I lived, just all day long. So maybe that's what's going on with it. It's just not very easy to start. But, you know, I gave it the good old college try. That was about 20 minutes of, you know, going at this. So we're going to go to a good old fire plug and get a fire going. All right, tip number 3 for staying warm while you're camping is build a fire. I know that sounds really obvious, but I have a little bit of a twist to it, right? So there's all kinds of different fires you can make. For instance, like when I did the video Spell of the River, which you can watch on my YouTube channel, I built a Siberian log fire, And it was specifically built so it would burn for a long time. And what that fire entailed was a large log, just like I have in front here, but then you find these other large logs and set them on the top as you're making a fire underneath, and you push them over that fire all night long, and it keeps you warm in your tarp. And there's just all kinds of different ones you can look up. I suggest just going on Google and taking a look at everything you can do. There's TP, there's pyramid, there's log fire, there's Siberian log fire, just a whole bunch of them, and they all have different purposes, whether it's burning hotter, burning for a longer period of time, whatever it may be. But definitely look into all the different fires that you can make. Okay, so I am starving and it's time to make dinner for sure. I didn't eat very well today. Like, I woke up late, my alarm didn't go off, and then I went to Hardee's and got a biscuit, and that was about the extent of it. I had some almond-filled pretzels that I was eating earlier. I never really ate my power bar or sat down. I felt like I was rushed a little bit getting the firewood and trying to get everything. So what we got going on for dinner is naan pizzas. These are garlic naan. We got mozzarella cheese, pepperonis, and then I got some pizza sauce over here. So this is one of my favorites. I love eating out here, so this will be great. Let's get to it. Bam! Pizza number one. Oh yeah. Wow! I don't know why I want to do karate every time I eat. We have some mint hot chocolate, the kind you put your pinky up whenever you drink it. So we got that going. I just need my water to cool down. As soon as that cools down, get me and drink one of those. I'm gonna drink a whole one of these for sure, and then boil some water immediately because I drank hardly any water today. And you will start feeling bad and you will not have a good time if you do not hydrate. Stay hydrated, kids. All right, cheers. I got my stirring stick. Got some of that good old mint hot chocolate. All right, it's time for tip number 4. And tip number 4 is wear layers. Layers of clothing, that is. Well, what I have on today is I have long underwear, my Carhartt pants, and I actually have rain pants on. I've been wearing them all day, which is kind of odd for me. I usually take them off. The sand has been wet, and it helps to have these rain pants on so it doesn't soak into my pants. On the upper portion of my body, I have a quick wicking shirt, something that gets rid of moisture quickly and dries fast. And then I have a long sleeve shirt on, which is kind of like a workout kind of shirt. It's kind of thin, but it holds in heat very well. I can't remember the name brand, but the next layer I have on is I have my jacket, which is my protection layer. And that's what's protecting me from whatever elements. And this might be substituted for something like a rain jacket if you want to. You know, whatever works for whatever elements you're going into. The important thing is that if you have layers and you're using a layer system, that means that you can take layers off or put layers on as you go. You'll learn this if you've ever been hiking in Colorado or anywhere in the mountains. You can be switching through your clothes in an hour or less. You can go from shorts and a t-shirt to pants and a jacket. It's crazy how much the weather changes when you're in the mountains. So remember, everybody, this was tip number 4 for staying warm when you're camping. Wear layers. Tip number 1, stay home. Dude, that was the silliest one. I should have not have done that one. Instantly lose 20 subscribers just for posting that. All right, tip number 5. I know you've been waiting for this one. This is my final tip, and this one is the best one of them all. Tip number 5 is dance party. You hear that? Here it comes, baby.
I'm afraid of the dark.
All right, folks, I am getting tired. Yeah, I just been chilling, listened to my Lewis and Clark book. It's been amazing. I got the fire stoked to the max. This is as much wood as I want to put on it this close, and it is flaming. And I got some wood right here next to me that I can throw on the fire from my bed, so I don't even have to get my shoes on. Yeah, what an excellent adventure so far. I mean, it's the normal, you know. We came in, packraft, set up shelter, got firewood. Nothing crazy about the adventure, but you know, it's just fun to get out here and do this. I have fun no matter what, even if it's the same thing over and over again. It's just a nice reset to stay away from social media and just be in the moment and enjoy the outdoors. But this is good night. I'll see you good folks in the morning. Thanks for sticking around. Oh my gosh, so it's 1:49 in the morning, and I've been tossing and turning for hours, like having heartburn, just back and forth. Just Tums aren't even stopping, and I don't know what the deal is. And so like all of a sudden I just feel super nauseous, and I get up and just barf my guts out, immediately having to go to the bathroom. So I had to grab the toilet paper and run into the woods. Now I feel a little better, but still a little on the nauseous side. So decided to stoke the fire because I got this horrible chill. Whew. Anyways, I'm gonna drink some water and sit up for a little bit and see how I feel. Maybe I'll be able to get some more rest. If not, I'll just wait till sunrise and hike on out of here. It's unfortunate. I was having a good time. All right, so I'm at the Courtois Trailhead. It's the Courtois Narrows Trailhead. It's just a little bit up from Bass River Resort, if you know where that's at. And we're here because you probably saw that my last clip that I just had was me getting sick, and that was about it. I didn't say much else besides that. But what had happened was I woke up around midnight last Sunday, Monday morning, and was just really sick, violently sick. Throwing up on the riverbank, and things were coming out of both ends. It was a horrible sight if you were there watching like a fly on the wall. But what ended up taking place was between midnight and 3 a.m. I was getting all my energy I possibly could together to take all my equipment down, get it in my backpack, and try to get back to the car, which was parked at Bass River Resort. So what I ended up doing was after I got everything packed around 3 a.m., I started heading out, and I ended up walking in a complete circle back to camp. I wasn't looking at my GPS, and I was just kind of delirious from being so sick. And I knew that I had to drop my pack or I wasn't going to make it out. First, the pack is super heavy. I mean, it's got my packraft in it, my saw, my axe, all my equipment is inside that thing. And it's really heavy when you're packrafting. So I knew I had to drop it or I wasn't going to make it out. So ended up hiding my backpack down there and then hiking all the way back and making it to Bass River Resort around 6 a.m. It was a crazy experience. I drove home, couldn't even make it all the way home. I had to sleep at a Walmart parking lot for about an hour, and then finally made it home maybe around 10 a.m. So anyways, fast forward through the week. This is exactly 1 week from when I left on the trip, and I had to wait this long because we had so much inclement weather. We had snow like 2 days in a row down here, frigid temps below zero, and I would think it got about 8 to 12 inches of accumulation of snow in some areas. So I had to wait for the snow to actually melt. It's been very mild the last few days and it's melted a lot of it. So we were able to get in here, get to the Narrows, and we're gonna make our way down there to try to find my pack, which I put on a waypoint on Garmin. So my son's with me. He's gonna help me carry some of that weight out since I'm not fully recovered. I'm still fatiguing a little bit from my sickness. But yeah, this should be interesting to go find it. So we're gonna head out right now and see if we can find that pack. Well, we've successfully found my backpack. So mission accomplished on that. And everything seems like it's intact. It's just a little bit wet from the snowfall that we had this week and the melt from today and yesterday. So yeah, me and Keegan are gonna get this stuff packed up between our 2 bags and then make our way back to the car. But here's the scene of the crime that I left at 3 a.m. Last Sunday. You can see I still have my fire still out here. All that firewood over there, and then all this firewood on the side. And then it's a beautiful day today. It would have been awesome to be hiking today and pack rafting the river and staying the night. It's beautiful weather. The snow's covered the gravel here. Yeah, we're gonna make our way back to the car, so let's get to it.